Hello, 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 and welcome to the Daily Political Tarot and Astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. People are upset. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, sometimes the energy gets to me, and so if you'll forgive me, so I'm not even more late, I just brought this in here. So I'm gonna get a shot of the pink stuff. There we go. Little bismuth to, oh, Becca's here from House of Lenormand. Hello, Becca. Hello. Yes, Bern, it is a pink drink kind of day. Do follow House of Lenormand. And she does personal readings, I believe, too. She's very, very talented. So, oh, boy. Kaludi Chitter say, I heard Jeffries is mad at Chuck for caving. No, actually, that's not what I heard. Becca's listening while working. Oh, okay. All right. To your good health. Spearmint, I think. Anyway. All right. I will just say I will skip a lot of the usual beginning and just say thank you for being here. Thank you to our great troll slayers. There's all the questions are in the description. I timestamp them as I go. I'm here literally every single day of the year. And today we're just being casual. It's very casual today. And we're just gonna try to relax a little. I don't need to shovel. Things are melting, so okay. So Barn says, hair up, cards down, let's do this. Wintergreen, that's it. Thank you, Lois. There was a wintergreen candy that tasted like Pepto-Bismol, and I loved them. I like the taste, but that is neither here nor there. So we're just starting in with at 2 minutes, 30 seconds in. We're just going to jump right into this. Thank you, Carolyn. Thank you so much. It's very sweet of you. Okay. Okay. This is my understanding, and like always, correct me if I'm wrong. My understanding is there are a number of Democrats who in the Senate who decided to go turncoat. They just decided that even though this is the longest shutdown in history, there's already been an immense suffering to try and save healthcare for 40 million people. That I believe is it 8 of them in the Senate decided, oh, well, the Republicans are saying we can get a vote on that in December. No fingers crossed behind anyone's back. And it won't pass, but they're going to give us a vote in December. So we're just going to do that. Okay. People are very upset. Oh, thank you, Dorinda. John Fetterman, Catherine Cortez Masto, Jacky Rosen, Dick Durbin, you should have known better, Jeanne Shaheen, Maggie Hassan, Tim Kaine. Tim Kaine? Are you kidding me? Oh, Tim Kaine, Virginia. Angus King. Yeah, okay, thank you. Scary Harpy says, no, Schumer planned this. My understanding is that, exactly, Joyce, these are 8 people who, they are not running next year. Their seats aren't even up next year. And my understanding is Schumer did not vote for this. He didn't. And I understand some people are upset that he wasn't a better leader to somehow stop this, but he did not vote for this. Okay. Jolie says, we had leverage, now we don't. Well, hang on. Hang on. Deb and Tish are pointing out Schumer voted no. Scary Harpy says he lead. This was his plan. Doreen says Schumer didn't vote for it, but that may have been the whole plan. Get rid of him anyway. Okay. All right. I understand people are upset, and that's why we're here together. We're here to talk it through. We're here to do this together. I've already pulled some cards. I even made a graphic of the cards I pulled earlier. The Goral is saying that Schumer was really angry at his press conference this morning. Debbie's pointing out Shaheen and Durbin are retiring. I have not, Amy. So, okay. We're going to go through this, and I'm going through this step by step. All right. So that's what happened in the Senate. Now, what that means is that legislation has to go to the House. And what that means is that, number one, Speaker Mikey has to reconvene the House. And when Speaker Mikey, Amy says it has to do with the filibuster and why they did this, trying to keep that in there. Okay. Milo says Schumer put this deal together. Okay. Then why would he be angry this morning? Or rather, why would he be angry if it was all Schumer's plan? And I'm not saying I know what's in his head and his heart. I'm just going by what people are saying, how they are acting. And I'm not saying Schumer's the best person to lead the Senate. I think that we have to take this piece by piece by piece. Because I've been very open about the fact I have OCD. And one of the problems with OCD is that your brain basically, say you go to lock a door, and your brain is expecting certain things. So you lock a door, you turn around, you're walking away, but you have to turn around and go back. And the reason you have to do that is because when you do an action, there's an emotional component that says, okay, the door is locked, I'm safe. But with OCD, it doesn't always, that switch doesn't flip. So you've locked the door, you turn around and walk away, but the rest of your brain is like, whoa, we're not safe? Why are we not safe? So you have to turn around and go look at yes, and you'd have to double check. Yes, it's locked, until you can get enough of the emotion, okay? And it's the same way with a lot of anxiety and what have you. Our brains are hardwired certain ways. And there are steps in our logic and emotional logic, because intelligence is nothing without emotional intelligence. But there are these steps that we're expecting. And it's with anxiety, which is also part of OCD, you're here, and then you have this reaction, and you have to slow down and look at the steps that got you from here to here, because they happen so fast in your brain, you're not necessarily looking at it. Okay. So I'm explaining all of this, and I am bearing my soul here so that I can explain that I'm not saying we shouldn't be upset. What I'm saying is, this is what happened in the Senate, and we're trying to look at exactly what the situation is and not assume, not jump to the end that we're doomed. And maybe that's what's going to happen, but we need to We need to look at this piece by piece. Okay? All right? I'm willing to bare my soul to get you to at least please try. We're going to go through this. Okay. 8 Democrats in the Senate who are not up for reelection. Some are retiring permanently. They voted to, and they basically accepted the lies from the Republicans in the Senate that if they went along with, I'm guessing it's a continuing resolution, that funds the government through, is it January 30th or something, that supposedly Republicans, Thune and the Republicans in the Senate would allow a vote on continuing the ACA subsidies in December. There would be a vote in December, but it's very unlikely to pass. All right. So there are a lot of people who are very, very upset with those 8 Democrats in the Senate. Chuck Schumer has come out and he's not happy about what those 8 senators did. Joyce, thanks for your honest. Never knew that about OCD. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad I could help. Lynott says it's a no-win situation. Okay. Schumer, the leader, he is upset about that. Jeffries in the House has come out and said that he still supports Schumer because Schumer was against this. So we don't know exactly what the situation is what's going to happen yet. We don't know. But we have, as Democrats, we have reason to be very, very upset with those 8 senators. And well, the thing is, none of them are up for election next year. But as soon as possible, primary them, whatever we need to do, they need to go. And we will get there. So, situation we're in right now is that this goes to the House. And in the House, this means Speaker Mikey the Heretic has to reconvene the House. There are 2 things that are going to happen. If Mikey reconvenes the House before what he's hoping will be another representative being elected in early December, then it means, and someone in the chat was just saying that he is saying he will, Johnson is saying that he will swear in the Arizona representative. I'm sorry, I can't give you credit. I can't find it again. So, so that means there are going to be 208. Okay, so that happens. She gets sweared in, and then boom, there are 218 signatures for the Epstein files to be released to Congress, and not just whatever Bondi wants to do. All right, so the other thing is that Jeffrey is not a fan of the plan that was accepted by those 8 senators. So there is no guarantee that the Democrats are going to go along with what the Republicans are suggesting. So they need every Republican to go along with whatever that resolution is. And it's not a done deal. So I pulled some cards earlier. Just says no ACA in the plan. Raymond says, what does the world need now? Exorcism. Cat Toy says the House is a simple majority. They won't need the Dems to pass the resolution. I understand. Fawn says still about 5 different processes to go through votes, but still frustrating. Yes. Chris Gould says there's another House representative. Hang on. There's another House representative race in Tennessee in December. We're hoping to win. That's true. Lynott says Schumer did the best he could given the situation. It's still disappointing. It's time for him to step down from leadership. Yeah. So okay. There's nothing, and I understand. I understand people are upset. I do. I really do. And there's nothing I can say that's going to make anybody to make some people here feel better. I've done what I can. Let's get past the House. What is the strength card? What is the strength card? Thank you, Jeanne. Oh, C. Tristan says he wants to destroy the ACA because the person behind it was Obama. That's true, but I am trying to find out more information. There's someone on, I don't know her last name. So there's someone on social media, believe her first name is Bonnie. I've got to find her last name. But she's been doing big deep dives into the healthcare garbage that Dumpster Fire has been doing. And apparently Trump himself, according to her, Trump himself is set to make millions and millions, if not billions of dollars if the ACA is destroyed. So there was no way Trump was ever going to cave on this. Oh, there's definitely disappointment here. Republicans, left Republicans, Democrats. This is Democrats holding together right in the middle. Hierophant. There are changes coming to the House. So it may not. So I do have Democrats holding together, and it did end in the strength card here. Let me see what else I've got. Jess Matthews is saying Trump may not sign whatever it is into law just to keep the House closed for the Epstein files. There's that possibility too. Oh yeah, plus he's completely Dumpster Fire's unreasonable about Obama. So is that it? Government reopens. ACA is shot. Because premiums go up by single and double digits. And all those people suffered for no reason. There's that weakness of the Democrats over there, but not all Democrats are weak. Yeah, Trump is just counting his money. And there's the ultra-right conservative. They're waiting for their ship to come in, but I've got chaos here. There is something here that is not as straightforward. Something here is going to bite them on the right. And even with the last set of cards, it was just all, it was lower, it was minor arcana, but it was all positive for the Republicans and the far right, but then it ended in the strength card. And this is, they think they've got what they want, and they've got one over on the Democrats, but I've got chaos here. And I wouldn't have chaos here if everything was going to just be tickety-boo. Scary Obvious' plot twist. Are we really surprised? Again, on the right, they're waiting for their ship to come in. That's hurting people. That's a lot of money, but I have this partnership. And I had the Nine of Cups in the center for the last reading. So this is Democrats absolutely working together, both in the House, but also around the country. The head of the DNC, I believe, came out last night and was furious. Full judgment. That's not happy. It's one of those things where battles and wars. Lose a battle, win a war. This is bad for them, and this could be any number of things, from dumpster fires health to the Epstein files coming to light. Grace says, my daughter works for the school district, has decided not to have health insurance. She can't afford the premiums. Ta-da, me too. Oh, Wanda, thank you for contacting your representative. Thank you. Landslide says, hang in there, people. We are winning. There are more of us than them. There just are. Do you know how much they've thrown against us so far over these last 10 years? And we're still here, and we're still speaking out. We're still calling our representatives. We're still voting. And please don't forget that 6 days ago, Republicans got shellacked all across the country. Don't forget that. But this is infuriating. There's still hope behind it. A victory that is going to end up hurting the Republicans as more of their policies come to light. They're on the defensive because we have strengthened this country. Oh yeah, look at us. On extremely shaky ground. Their polling numbers are tanking. They're very much on the defensive, and we're not supporting them. They are weaker than you think. So, thank you, Charles. You are right. The people are not done yet. Exactly. Then at 2520, let's make sure that we cover, and I'm sorry, I can't save at the moment. The description box is full. I'm going to have to do some editing before I can save it. So you can't see kind of where I am. Epstein files. Because Mikey is going to have to, well, he says he's going to swear in the Arizona representative, but oh, Epstein files, release the Epstein files. Hello, Epstein files? Yes, you're being released. You should be released. Who's got the Epstein files? Oh, lovely. The energy's here. We're in the right area. Oh, I put it in here. I found a little home for the sage. Because, ew. So what about the Epstein files that can cause all kinds of chaos and all of that pain that was created? Well, there's the fool. Guess who that is? Aggressively is Bondi and all the others trying to help him. The plan was to keep everything as hidden as possible. But look at that, the absolute corruption. And this feels so gross. And there are the Republicans, including Mikey. That's right there. So the Epstein matter, the Epstein file matter, is not over. Just as I was saying, speaking of energy, where's Boo Boo? He is sleeping under the blankie right over here. More Blessed is saying when they release the Epstein, will this be the end of Orange? It's going to take time to go through all of it. But oh, man. Really? I don't play poker, but if I did, card for the reading, Ace of Cups. First card, Ace of Pentacles. Third card, Ace of Swords. Can you say new beginning? Seriously. Center card, Hanged Man. This is sort of truth. And Hanged Man is in the middle. And we have the Queen of Swords. That's, it could be Pam Bondi, but it's legal matters. The world. Major Arcana. 3 new starts, new beginnings. 3. Potentially metaphorically hanging some men up by their ankles. Legal matters, world. Also, an encircling protection around the woman. Oh, card behind that is Lovers. Oh, gross. 3, new beginning. New beginning, new beginning, new beginning. Oh, Jolie, I'm so sorry. Yeah, Bongino really has been silent, but that's on him. Okay, so at 30:30, the next question we have is about, will this embolden dumpster fire to say, well, I can do what I want? Does this Senate vote, does this make dumpster fire worse? Trump is fading. He is burdened and he is fading. Did you see him? Did you see him napping recently? Ace of Cups. Rise of democratic power. New beginning. Nostalgia. This is good. This is also daily life, just going down to the garden center. You know, Democrats, this is good. There's some far right communication in the middle. So he runs his mouth, but there's the King of Cups. And then the Hanged Man. Now, let me see if I can get some clarification. But that, with a king right there, and these positive cards here, this is Trump running his mouth, but he's thinking to get some clarification. So we'll see. Okay, what I've got, and again, another set of cards. This is a social safety net. That's a card for the reading. Criminality, thief, absolute poverty, people hurting. But then there's the sword of truth. So does he get more emboldened? Yes, but there's all of this energy here where democratic energy just keeps popping back up. And that's really good. So they may win a battle, but they cannot win this war. They can't. Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's jump down to 3410. So, checks in the mail. Dumpster Fire, President Dumpster Fire, is claiming he's going to use tariff money to issue $2,000 stimulus checks ASAP. Probably, I'm going to guess within 2 weeks. That's my guess. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Even though he doesn't have the power to do so unilaterally, and his own Treasury Secretary says that wasn't doable. But he's going to run his mouth. Scary Harpy says, let's hold our breath. Yeah. Hey, could always use the cat treats, but cat food actually. But no, this is adding insult to injury. Deb's pointing out, where are the Doge checks? Mm-hmm. Running his mouth. Oh, yeah. Makes him look big and strong, big and tough. Really? Because we actually have partnership where we're helping people. They help the super rich, and Democrats have to work together. Oh my gosh, Christine gifted 20 memberships to random people in the chat. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It really helps. Thank you. No, they help the rich, not people. If you want leaders who are going to help people, the people, you have to vote blue. You have to vote for Democrats. That's how this works. Okay, I'm about to make you not happy because something happened. But we're in this together. Remember? We're in this together. We're in this together. House Democrats say that Ghislaine Maxwell is receiving unusual preferential treatment at the minimum security federal prison camp in Texas, including custom delivered meals, private exercise time, access to a puppy. Oh my gosh, Cat Moon, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Wow. Thank you. Ghislaine, wow. Custom delivered meals, private exercise time, access to a puppy. Thank you. Some are saying, oh, it's a service dog. No. Other people are saying, no, that's not how that works. I had heard that they do some training of service animals at that facility, but that she was not, because of her crime, she was not allowed to be a part of that. But apparently she has access to a dog. And special visitor arrangements that even allow computers, so she can email whomever she wants. Whistleblowers told lawmakers that the staff feel pressured to cater to her, with one officially allegedly complaining about being Maxwell's B word. Dems are worried that clemency is around the corner. All right, this feels like an overloaded Celtic. Pam says it's just a matter of time until he pardons her. Okay. What's going to happen to Ghislaine? She is vile. Tell you one thing, she's a lot safer in that prison than out of it. I'm serious. Burns says it's almost as if the whole Epstein debacle never happened. No, I don't think this is over. I honestly, I don't. Oh yeah, she's waiting for all kind of good things to flow her way. In the past, there was judgment. Interesting. I mean, that's accurate for what happened to her, why she's in prison. Okay. But they're definitely whistleblowers. They're definitely people communicating. At the base of this, there's justice and the lover's card. At the base of this is why she's in prison. Hang on, I gotta turn that off. Where it is bugging me. Okay, sorry. Justice, lover's card, yeah. Hanging over this, we believe the victims. Yeah, we do. And this is not going away. Home environment, she is in an institution. That is the card of the institution. Hopes and fears, look who shows up. Trump himself. What other people see. We see Democrats not giving up on this, and we also see her getting treated really well. The challenge is what she knows, who she knows. That's the challenge. Near future, Page of Pentacles, Moon. Oh boy. Her getting stuff that we're not liking. Final outcome is charity this is Republican charity. And the victims, yeah, I don't not happy about this charity card. And she's the Queen of Pentacles here as far as the challenge, but she's in a weaker position than she was. It made me question how much of what she knows she just has in her head and how much actual proof she has. Oh, Gina, thank you for becoming a member. Thank you. Thank you. Because if she really had access to the Epstein blackmail material, I don't think she'd be in prison at all. And this is going to cause chaos. Yeah, Brenda, she's getting the gold star treatment in prison, being fed and pampered, and good Americans are struggling with no assistance. Yes. Mm-hmm. Exactly. So is Dumpster Fire going to commute her sentence or pardon her or something? Thank you, Mayor. Thank you. Oh, the other people, the other prisoners, they can't stand her. I've got her here. She's very much wanting a pardon. And they want her to keep secrets, and she has secrets. She has vile secrets. And there she is sitting pretty, but this is in the States. This is my card for America. This isn't her sitting pretty overseas. And the minute she sets foot outside of a prison, she's going overseas. Lovely how Trump just quietly pardoned people involved in the insurrection. La, la, la. I don't have cards of her. Legal matters, King of Cups, nostalgia. Oh, Epstein files. Things could change. Sentiment could change when Epstein information comes out and who was involved. Ugh. But that could make a big difference in what perks she gets. Plus, there's the matter that Republicans, excuse me. Thank you, Christine. Thank you. Republicans are not always going to be in power. And if she stays where she is in prison, or if she stays in prison in the U.S., I hope she has a good time until January of 2029, because at that point, she still has more time left in prison, and there's no reason for a Democratic administration to continue allowing her to be in a prison that by law she's not supposed to be in. There are good days ahead. There just are. Yes, they have their heinous plans, and but we have each other. Look at these cards. Hope. Us working together, bringing things to light. Strength. So, yes, B. CC Writer says, as of September 2025, Epstein survivors compiling a list of his associates. Yeah, I'm concerned if that list is ever going to come out, because it hasn't yet, and there's not a lot of reason. I mean, if they're speaking their truth, they're speaking their truth. Yep, Raymond. Fatuous 45 pardons Giuliani, Meadows, and others for January 6th. Mm-hmm. She'll continue to get perks and what have you, but I don't have her walking out of there. Matter of fact, I have a this is dumpster fire, feeling beaten up. They've tried to kick down this so the Epstein files wouldn't be released. And I know some people believe that everything related to Trump and the Epstein files has been destroyed. I don't know if that's possible, though. So, while I'm in this energy, and since I took the pink stuff, 48, 35, will the victims release their own list of predators? You. Where? There we go. All right. Will the victims actually release that list of predators? And part of it would be saying the victim's willing to come forward, being able to say, these were the predators who hurt me. And then the next victim, these are the predators who hurt me. And then these are the predator. And so that you're not just trying to make blanket statements. And we already have one woman who's come forward and accused dumpster fire. all the pain and the hope, people helping out. Page of Pentacles, Magician, Knight of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. These aren't cards of... I mean, this could be pointing something out, but Sharon says this is an international ring. More than just our country has the information. That's true. And Kelby says there are a lot of financial crimes too. Oh, yeah. Chris Gould says the pardons are just Trump blowing smoke because all of those criminals broke state laws too. Ding, ding, ding. Distraction. Release the Epstein files. CC Ryder says the survivors are not going to release a list that could result in a massive defamation lawsuit unless they have solid legal cover. Lawyers won't subject them to retaliatory lawsuits. So it's all this strength right at the beginning, and then the energy just goes very weak. Those poor women. Empress, Lovers, gross. Page of Wands, victimization. Page of Pentacles, gross. Paid, being paid, pittance. Three of Wands. But predators waiting for their... I don't know. I mean, if this is karma, it's weak. All right. Denise says Virginia's ghostwriter says it wasn't up to the victims to release the names. It's not. It's not up to them. But this hasn't stopped. And until... I mean, it shouldn't be up to the victims because they get re-victimized by people coming against them. And we really are trying to support these victims, these survivors. But if they don't come forward, it just keeps happening. It's not like the people who were involved have gone on and lived blameless lives. CC Ryder says Prince Andrew. Oh, you mean Mr. Mountbatten? Mr. Andrew Mountbatten Windsor needs to flip. Do one good thing in your life. Never. Absolutely never. The narcissism, the selfishness, ugh. Never. So anyway, he says, yes, we are desperate for justice. Yeah. I'm not getting strong cards that they're going to release a list. I'm not. I wish. See, right, as saying his energy is that bad. Who is Andrew? Oh, yeah. Oh, Andrew? Yeah, he is vile. He is the most entitled, spoiled, cruel, scum of the earth. Absolutely. So, yeah. Andrew, yeah, vile. Absolutely vile. He should absolutely be in prison. Love Julie says, but he's the Queen's favorite. I know it's not the same with mothers and children, but some of us are divorced. And there was a time when things looked different. Just in general. So, there's just no Trump is the most vile. Andrew comes next. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, Why do I feel like I need to pull 3 cards about Elizabeth? 5625. That's weird. I'm an American. She came across as cold sometimes, but Elizabeth II, her feelings ran deep, which is why she was willing to stand up against whomever, anybody who would try to not. She really embodied the idea of being the queen, being more than just a person. And she didn't want to believe it. Seriously, would you want to believe it about your own child? And ultimately, his partying and all the garb. Oh, geez, are you okay? Are you okay? That sounded like that hurt. Are you okay? No, shouldn't be hurt. You seem okay. All right, sorry, that was a clunking. I thought he was hurt. His partying ways, and now he's being sort of exiled. And she's heartbroken about what he's done. But the I don't know what word she would use. The country, she was a sovereign. There's the bigger picture, and that in the end, if he was just a man, and he wasn't queen, he wasn't king, he wasn't, and the bigger picture has to matter. She didn't want to believe it. That's what I got. It isn't just Commonwealth. There was just, I don't know. I couldn't understand the feeling. I couldn't put a word to that feeling. It was just like she is sovereign. Like there's a bigger thing. So yeah, she didn't want to believe it. She's disappointed, and it breaks her heart. But she absolutely thinks he should be exiled. And there's a bigger picture, and that is what matters. She embodied that bigger role from an early age. That's what I get. I don't know why I just felt like I needed to read on her, but here we are. Very strange. Anyway. Dave says, personally, I've already prepared for what is happening, but I feel badly for those who didn't. Okay. Raymond says, allegedly, the Epstein files are worse for Trump than thought. I've heard that. Denise's survival of the monarchy. It didn't feel like survival of the. It wasn't feel like the power of the monarchy. It felt like the bigger It's not even just the United Kingdom, but it's the sovereign nation, the bigger thing. Yeah. But anyway, that is going to do it. I've been on for an hour. This is my hour. So, yeah. Ugh, what a mess. But we are going to get through this. I know, it's brutal. It's a brutal day. But we're going to get through this. And please don't forget 6 days ago, voters went out and Republicans got shellacked. Please don't forget that. It still holds true. So thank you. All right. It is been on for over an hour. It's 1:18 p.m. here in Chicago. At 3 o'clock, I'll be over on the Creative Sprints channel. You're always welcome. Think about renaming it. Apparently the name's confusing some people. I don't know. I'll have to think about that. But I'll be there. And then tomorrow, Danny Shea is going to be on. We're going to have a guest tomorrow. So I'm really looking forward to that. I've never read with Danny Shea, but he'll be here tomorrow. So we signed up to be here tomorrow, so let's hope. All right. Please remember you're not alone and that we are in this together. There are good days ahead. So hang in there. And as always, I'll see you later. All right. Take care. All right. Oh, Mary, we talked about that, the whole first part. Okay. All right.